Who's going to win, Alabama or Tennessee? Post your score prediction inside the comment box or your best bold take. Remember, score prediction call-in show on Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time right here, Bama Football on YouTube. In this video, at the end, I'm going to provide my score prediction. And the final score kind of comes along with whether Jam Miller is going to play or not. And I'm going to explain why. So Jam Miller right here pictured in this video by University of Alabama, right? You have Jam Miller. He was seen at practice, okay? Now, if he's practicing, does that mean he's going to play? Well, we don't know because right now he's listed as questionable. Now, Coach Kalen DeBoer on Wednesday night during the Hey Coach show, he said this: Jam is making good progress. We're not sure yet where that stands, but we're going to be optimistic, right? So, look, following the concussion, there's protocol you have to follow. And if he's at questionable, he's probably at 50%, right? You think of some of the other Alabama players that have had concussions, they've sat out a game. I have been very open with this. I have heard from a source that he is not going to play this Saturday. With that said, I am not a newsbreaker, and I wait for Coach Kalen DeBoer to make those official calls. There's no way that they're going to put this guy in a bad position for his overall health, right? Jeff Allen does an amazing job. We wait tonight at 7 p.m. when the SEC availability report comes out. You'll probably be questionable. This will be a game time decision. So as news happens, we'll keep you posted. I love this graphic, though, because it illustrates my kind of, thought process on the score prediction. Right here, over here, you see 16, 22, 20. Those are the amount of touches that Jam has had in those games. Now, did you know this? And I'm going to tell you at the end of the video, Alabama has, right now, they're ranked number 7 in time of possession. Alabama's going to play keep away. Not because they can't put points on the board, but it doesn't put your defense out there, right? And it doesn't allow your defense to make all sorts of these stops against these really good quarterbacks. And against Tennessee, they have really good wide receivers, as you know. So if they can play keep away and methodically move the football down the field with short passes that are accurate, let Ty cook, then obviously time of possession, Alabama's going to win a lot of games. So that is their secret to success right now, is time of possession. Now, this will be the first SEC game that Alabama doesn't have Jam Miller if he doesn't play. Does that change my score prediction? Probably so, and I'll explain why. So Coach Kalen DeBoer, a couple stats to look at right now. All right, so he's 0-1 against Josh Heupel. But overall, DeBoer is absolutely cooks against top 25 teams. 18-3 versus AP top 25, 6-1 against AP top 10 teams. That is ridiculous, right? I love this stat right here. Active wins over ranked teams since 2021. Kirby Smart 22, DeBoer 18. That's combined of Bama and Washington. And then you have Freeman at Notre Dame with 14 and Heupel with 11. So really impressive stats. When you look to what Coach Kalen DeBoer has to say about Tennessee, he says a lot. He's very complimentary. I'll go full screen on this. And he says they can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They're the number 1 in pass, number 1 in offense overall in the conference, number 1 passing offense in the conference. And the thing that makes them special is they're number 3 in the conference, meaning that they can run the football as well. Tennessee does have a very impressive offense. And when you kind of go into the numbers, these things stand out about their offense, right? Ranked number 1 in scoring, 48.2 points a game. Average 38.7 in SEC play. Number 7 in pass offense. 6 right here, Joey Aguilar does a great job. He's a lot better than I thought he'd be. They have, on defense, 26 sacks right now, which I think is second in the entire country, and that's going to be pivotal. They have to come after Ty in this game. You have to put Alabama's quarterback under duress. But on the flip side, if you do that, your secondary is probably going to be in man coverage, and these wide receivers are going to cook you, okay? So they're giving up 29.3 points per game, and they're allowing, this is crazy right here, 257 passing yards per game. So right now, our sleeper sponsor on this video has Ty throwing for like 285. You definitely take more against Tennessee, and you take way more if Jam Miller is not playing, right? Because I think for the first time, you'll see some of Alabama's lightning offense. What I think of that is a high up-tempo offense that not necessarily gets into a shootout, but they can rapidly put points on the board. I'm talking, a 3-minute drive, a 2-minute. Right now, Bama can stretch you out for like, a 12-minute drive or something like that. It's crazy the amount of time that they're keeping the football. Again, number 7 in time of possession. The 3rd October is here. It's a rivalry game. You know that. But at Bryant-Denny Stadium, it's bode well for the Crimson Tide. Bama has won 10 straight at home against Tennessee. Bama is unbeaten against Tennessee since 2003. Okay, Where were you in 2003? I've been asking everybody inside the comment box. Where were you at? I was living in Pella, Iowa. We have any viewers from Iowa? Bama is riding a 15-game home winning streak. I think it's the most along with Boise State. That's pretty impressive, right? So 15-game winning streak. Tennessee, though, facts are facts. They've won the last 2 out of 3 matchups. Who would have thought that Josh Heupel would be their guy? I said this on my morning show. I thought Jerry Pruitt would be the guy that kind of took them to where they wanted to go. It's Josh Heupel. He's doing a good job. He beat Saban, right? And then last year he beat DeBoer. So those are facts. But at Bryant-Denny Stadium, it's gone well for the Crimson Tide. Alabama is favored by 8.5. 8. The number's been floating. I think it got to 10, and then it shrunk down a little bit. So that's a number we continue to watch. Huge numbers right here. The big 3 here at the bottom. Alabama's pass defense is number 3 in the country. They've gone against Gunnar Stockton, Diego Pavia, and then Bo Perbula, right? 3 in a row. None of those quarterbacks have thrown for over 200 yards against Alabama's pass defense. And I know there's a little bit of in-house drama with Damani and Dejan, who's going to start. The facts are that this pass defense has come up against good quarterbacks, right? Joey Aguilar, I think he has better weapons than those teams in terms of wide receivers. So I think the number for him to throw for is like over 230 yards. That's an interesting number. I definitely think he throws for more than 200 yards because that's their game plan, and they have to do that if they want to beat Bama. But over 300 yards, I don't think so. If he throws for 300 yards or more, they probably win this game in some sort of a crazy shootout, right? But the thing that stands out to me is these bottom 2 numbers right here. Tennessee's defense, number 122 in pass defense. That's crazy when you're going up against the quarterback. I'm going to show you his numbers in just a second. That is absolutely balling out of control in terms of efficiency and what he's able to do with the weapons that he has. Alabama's top 4 wide receivers are ridiculous, right? All the way from Journey Bernard, who, by the way, was a snub on the midseason AP All-American team, to Lottie Brooks, who's been balling out as a freshman. And it's just a matter of time until 2 goes crazy again, all right? So don't sleep on 2. And then right here at the bottom, if Jam does play, or if Alabama can somehow manage to play keep away, they're number 7 in time of possession. Clearly, that is a stat that they want to win every single game. In the 5 losses that Alabama has had under Coach Kalen DeBoer, this is crazy, here at Bama, they have lost the time of possession in all those games, okay? So kind of found that number to be really interesting. Again, Tennessee, number 122 in pass defense. Ty Simpson, I'll go full screen on this. He is absolutely balling out of control. Passing touchdowns, 16 total, first in the SEC. Points responsible for 108, first in the SEC. Passing efficiency, first in the SEC. And then you can see where he ranks nationally, which is really high. Top 20 in all of those categories. Outstanding. And then probably the best part that we love this week is that Caden Proctor said he ripped our you-know-what after Missouri. They won that game. But guess what? Job's not done. That's not the standard of Alabama's overall offense. Get it done. Tighten it up. We have a lot of work to do. We won 5 games, and we haven't clinched a spot in the SEC championship game, nor have we clinched a spot in the college football playoffs. We're ranked 6th in a make-believe poll. The AP doesn't even matter. The coaches poll doesn't even matter. I tell you that every Sunday, but we have to talk about something on Sunday, so that's why we talk about it. All right, midseason All-Americans, by the way. Ty is a midseason All-American, and so is Caden Proctor. Love to see it. These guys are absolutely balling out. My final score, I'll go with Alabama 35, Tennessee 24. I think Tennessee will get theirs. I could see this game maybe being like 35-21. Tennessee has some weapons, and I think that they will land a couple punches here and there. But at the end of the day, I think it comes down to Alabama's quarterback out-dueling Joey Aguilar at Bryant-Denny Stadium. I think the fans will be on their feet. They can't stand orange, okay? Alabama fans do not like orange, and I think Alabama fans remember that Tennessee piped in fake noise last year, which is a fact, at Neyland Stadium. So give me Alabama 35, Tennessee 24. I think the over-under is probably like at 60, and I'll take Alabama to cover that 8.5 or whatever. So Bama 35, Tennessee 24. Let me know your prediction inside the comment box. I appreciate you guys. News as it happens right here on Bama Football on YouTube. And as I always say, run the thumbs up on all these videos. Thank you very much for being here. If you want to be a fan funder of the YouTube channel, you can hit that join button right there. Here's a couple people who have recently joined. We really appreciate it. There's a bunch of different tiers. We appreciate you guys' support. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this fine Thursday, October 16th. Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. See ya.